This is a shocking leak out of the Supreme Court.
A seismic shift in American law, politics, and society.
In June, a historic Supreme Court decision overturned Roe v. Wade. In the months prior, online searches surged for over-the-counter emergency contraceptives, like the morning after pill, and other long-term forms of birth control, like IUDs.
The biggest questions I'm getting from patients and people on social media is, how do I take control? How do I protect myself? And will my birth control or my IUD be next?
We have noticed some patients will come in and are looking to replace their IUDs before they're actually expired, with the fear that they won't be able to get one again.
If the Supreme Court overturns the 1973 landmark decision,
the freedom to have an abortion is now legal in every state.
The legality of abortion will be left to individual states.
Yes, Mississippi does have a trigger law in place.
We're going to immediately go to restrict abortions.
Some worry that the right to use contraception could be next. At the center of this debate is defining when pregnancy begins.
I think the first one was defective. The plus sign looks more like a division symbol, so I remain unconvinced.
So the definition of a pregnancy is a fertilized embryo that is implanted in the lining of the uterus.
However, state definitions of pregnancy vary widely. On May 25th, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt signed into law a ban on abortions from the moment of fertilization. This would prohibit almost all abortions in the state, including the use of abortion pills. But it does allow the use of emergency contraception like Plan B. Why? Because these forms of contraception work by preventing fertilization in the first place.
And so it's important to note that if you have an IUD placed through the cervix into the uterus, or you take a morning after pill, both of these will never affect a pregnancy that is implanted in the uterus. It acts by either causing an inflammation here or delaying ovulation so that sperm cannot come up here and reach an egg to then fertilize.
As of now, there are no laws limiting access to contraception. But state policymakers continue to mischaracterize certain long-term methods.
Contraceptives keeps a woman from conceiving. That's the definition of contraceptive.
Okay, well, is the prevention of implantation part of contraceptions?
No.
It's a bit arbitrary that some people are against access to the morning after pill or IUDs, but are okay with using condoms or birth control pills, because all of these work in the same way.
Healthcare providers say the fear of not being able to get contraception is valid, given the already unequal access to resources.
19 million people who are at risk of pregnancy live in what is known as a contraceptive desert. They don't have reasonable access to a health center that has all forms of contraception. 1.2 million of those people live in a county where there is no health center that has all contraceptive methods available. So if this constitutionally provided right can be taken away, people naturally then leap to what rights come next.
If your provider shames you, if you're asking for emergency contraception or tells you that you are causing an abortion, I want you to be empowered to know that that is not the case and you have data on your side.
This is what democracy looks like.